Hey, happy Friday, everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement. Um, my good friend Vinyl Richie made a comment on my video yesterday where I talked about the worst albums in my collection. That I'm spending too much time in my basement and I'm getting grumpy. He might have a point. I'm going to do a happy video today. I'm in a good mood, no grumpiness, I promise. But first, I must ask you to look down this far from the video screen and you'll see a white thing that says subscribe. Can you please push that? Thank you. 58% of you do not push it for some reason. Afraid of it. It's not going to hurt. I promise. And right beside that, there's a little thumb, up or down. I don't care. If you don't like me, press the down. If you love me, press the up. If you love me, press the down. I don't care. Just press it. It will help me a lot, and I would much appreciate it. I'm an old guy on a pension. Okay, let's get started. First of all, I just want to talk about some random stuff. I picked this up a few weeks ago because I had heard John Scofield play guitar with Miles Davis on a live in Montreal. It was a Record Store Day release from, I forget what year the live recording was, maybe 87 or something. I can't remember. Anyway, it's really freaking good, and Scofield's playing is incredible. Funky as hell, man. If you don't like jazz, you should listen to that one. I think you'd find some interesting stuff there. Anyway, so I bought a John Scofield, one of those 5 albums in a pack for $20 or whatever. All of them are good. And I found this one because I am a Government Mule fan. Warren Hayes. They did an album together featuring John Scofield, Sco Mule. This is some of the best guitar playing I've ever heard in my frickin' life. It's all instrumental, but just scorching guitars. I mean, just rocking out. Unbelievable. There's a couple of jazzy type tunes in it, but really it's not jazz. It is, if you like instrumental music and you like electric guitars and you like people who know how to play them well, I highly recommend you check out Government Mule, Sco Mule with John Scofield. Fantastic. Oh, man. 10 out of 10. Next, my buddy Sam K with all the very succinct comments. I hate this shit or something like that. That's Sam's kind of thing. He's awesome. I love you, Sam. I appreciate that you keep coming back for more. Anyway, he asked me to quit talking about government or widespread panic, and I've stayed away from it, just out of respect for Sam. But I picked up this album, Brute. I don't even need to mention widespread panic. Cobalt. This is a collaboration between WSP and a gentleman by the name of Vic Chestnut. Have you guys ever heard of Vic Chestnut? Sounds like a country singer, right? But it's not. He's a singer-songwriter from, I believe he's from Athens, Georgia. I could be wrong there, but I know he's hung out there a lot. Became friends with Widespread Panic, and they jammed together a lot. Put a band called Brute. I think there's 2 albums. The other one's called Nine High a Palette, which I understand is better than this. This does have some country stuff on it, and some just kind of singer-songwriterish with the background accompaniment from Widespread Panic, just basic stuff. You wouldn't even know it was them. Then there's a couple of real awesome rockers on here where you start to hear the band more. But I'm really liking this album. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, guys. Cobalt, Brute. Pretty cool. I have the 9 High a palette on order. It should be here in a couple of weeks. Next, I want to talk about a gentleman by the name of Peter Case. I don't know if you guys have heard of Peter Case. I discovered Peter Case in would have been back in the late 80s, because I read a record review in a local newspaper in Toronto on a new album that he just put out called well, short blue guitar. It's actually called The Man with the Blue Postmodern Fragmented Neo-Traditionalist Guitar. The reason I bought the album, because they mentioned in the review that Ry Cooder played on it, and I was a huge Ry Cooder fan, and anything Ry Cooder's on, I'll grab just because I think it's got to be good. And it was incredible. I loved it. I turned on a few friends onto this album. Great album. What a great singer-songwriter, great guitar player, great lyricist, great vocals. Um, some of it's bluesy. It's all pretty much acoustic. Some of it's bluesy. Some of it's just folky. Some of it's Americana. It's just a great album. Peter Case became a huge fan. Then found out he had a debut album called, coincidentally, Peter Case, which is also a great frickin' record. Awesome stuff. Now, delving into the history of Peter Case, he started out in a band called the Nerves. If Peter Case is from Hamburg, New York, which is kind of like a suburb of Buffalo. I got to meet Peter on a few occasions, and the first time I met him, I told him the story about discovering him through Ry Cooder. He thought that was cool. But the other time we were talking, because he was in Toronto playing at Mariposa Folk Festival. I was working at the festival and hung out with him quite a bit just to talk. And he told me about all the times when he was younger, like 17 years old. His older sister, would bring him to Toronto to hang out at what we had, our version of Haight-Ashbury, which was the Yorkville Village. Go up there, and I believe he told me he went to see a legendary concert in Toronto, which was Grateful Dead and Jefferson Airplane at O'Keefe Center. So Peter was really a nice guy. And anyway, he left Buffalo at a pretty young age and started hitchhiking around. I know he went to Boston, got really heavy into seeing. He saw Lightning Hopkins and guys like that. Developed this guitar style. Went to the West Coast, and he started a band, or was in a band called the Nerves, which were kind of a punk band. After that split up, he started a band in L.A. called the Plimsouls. These are great albums. There's two of them. Garage rock. That's the way I would refer to it. That's Peter there. Really strong. If you like garage rock, these albums are just rocking and great records. Great records. Peter Case. Also, there's a tribute album which Peter signed for me when I saw him at one point. A tribute to the songs of Peter Case. There's some cool people on this. Maura O'Connell, Dave Alvin, Joe Ely, Todd Snyder, Rahays Carl, Chris Smither. Quite a few people that are well known in the folk kind of Americana genre of music. But Peter Case, give him a listen. Check out those Plimsoul albums. They're fantastic. Next, I want to talk about the Allman Brothers a bit. Huge Allman Brothers fan. At one time, might have been my top 2-3 favorite bands of all time, and I still love them. But for some reason, I kind of just didn't listen to them for a while, and they weren't on my board list. There was just so much else going on. But whenever I heard them, I loved them, and I would play at the odd time. But I saw the Allman Brothers live in 1974 in Buffalo, New York. It was the tour for the Brothers and Sisters album. I didn't want to talk about the Allman Brothers discography, and everybody knows how great Fillmore East is and how legendary an album it is. So I don't want to talk about that, but I just wanted to show a few other live stuff because that's a live band. They're freaking killer. This might be my favorite. The Cream of the Crop 2003. Now this isn't even Dickie Betts and Dwayne Allman. It's Warren Hayes and Derek Trucks. Man, this is good. Oh man, if you're looking for Allman Brothers live, try and find this. It's fantastic. They do cover versions on this too. They do Layla, which is awesome. Susan Tedeschi comes in and does Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. It's freaking fantastic. Allman Brothers, A&R Studios, New York, August 26, 1971. This probably would have been recorded right around the time of Fillmore East. The Fox Box. The Fox Box is shows from 2004 at the Fox Theater in Atlanta, Georgia. There are, I think, 9 CDs in here. It's a whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 CDs. No, yeah, 8 CDs. Just freaking amazing stuff. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm a big Allman Brothers fan. Even this set here, which was an anniversary release for Brothers and Sisters, it has a live show from 1973, which was right around the time I saw them. That's from Winterland. And of course, the Atlanta International Pop Festival. This is awesome. They were great on that. The Bear Sonic Journals, which I've talked about before. Owsley Stanley's soundboard recordings. Fillmore East, 1970. Fantastic. Anyway, that's it for the Allman Brothers. What else have I got here? One more thing I want to mention is the album exchange with Larry Graves. We exchanged 5 more records. Please go to Larry's channel and watch these episodes. They're really cool. Of course, Larry gave me the Humble Pie box set, but I misunderstood. He didn't really give it to me. He just wanted me to listen to it. And the album in particular he wanted me to listen to was Smokin'. So I'm going to be doing a review of Smokin'. But to tell you the truth, I've been sneaking a listen to a few of these discs because I love Humble Pie. Dream Theater's new album, which I have not listened to yet. Actually, these 4 I haven't listened to yet. I've been too busy. But Dream Theater's new album, which seems to be getting a lot of love. ELO, Time. A lot of people love that album. Moody Blues Live, Caught +5. Interested in hearing that. And Alice Cooper, live from the AstroTurf. Alice Cooper, I'm sure my buddy Steve at A is for Alice, B is for Bob will be happy I'm listening to that. That's it. That's all I got. Everyone have a great Friday. Oh, I want to tell you, I watched a video last night on my buddy Pat's channel, Close to the Edge. He did his top 10 Jethro Tull songs. He really got me excited about Tull after watching that video. So I'm going to do a Tull video in the next couple of days, I think. It's such a great band. Anyway, Pat, good job. Kevin, Pat's buddy there, always great when he's on. And check out their channel. Fantastic stuff. Have a great day. Take care.